My name is Dada Elias Adebowale. I welcome you to my channel. If you are visiting my channel for the first time, kindly subscribe to my channel. Likewise, like the videos and don't forget to comment as regards the video we have been dropping on this channel. However, on this channel, we make use of our phone. As a result of it, in this video, I will be explaining some certain thing on how to make some graphics on our working area of the Canva. Therefore, I want to launch a particular graphics where I will show to us how to make use of it in designing our graphics. Moreover, this video is meant for the beginners. I mean, those that have no knowledge of how to design with graphics. Therefore, I'll be launching my Canva. And aside from that, there are so many things we are going to learn on the tools of this very particular Canva. Now let's go. I've launched my graphics. This very particular graphics, there are two things I want us to learn as regards this very particular design. Now, in this video, as a beginner, I'm going to make this graphic design. If you look at this image that we are having here, as in the very particular man that is here, you discover that there is a particular shadow around the shape of that image, that white shadow. How do we go about it? I'm going to explain how we go about this in this video. Likewise, when you look at the upper side of the right hand side of the graphics, there is a particular shape in form of star. We're having it as brown and black, and in it we're having 100% guaranteed. Those are two things I'm going to make in this very particular video, and if time permits me, I will also make some certain things. Now let's go. This is it. This is the very particular man. The first thing you are going to do, click on the image, which I have done. Immediately I click on the image, you can see that there are some tools that pops up underneath the working area of the Canva. Now, I click on it. Now, you come to where we're having effects. I click on the effects. When you click on the effects, don't forget that we're making use of our phone in executing these. Then scroll to the left. Let me go to this photogenic. I want to make some certain changes on the image. I click on the effects. I click on effects. Then I go to photogenic. Now I click on this. Let me click on it. Okay. Now, if I want to make any adjustment on it, I can double click it and make any adjustment on the intensity, but I'm okay with it. Now, after then, the next thing, I click on effect again to make the shadow on the image. Now I click on shadow. Then after then, I click on glow. Now I double click on the glow. Now, where we're having the color, click on the color to choose your preferred color. Now, I click on white, you can see. And if you want to click yellow, it depends on your choice. But in this case, I'm going to click white for this tutorial purpose. Now, let me go back. Now, the size, let me reduce the size. You can see. Now let me reduce the size to this. 14, 15 or 17 is okay. Now the transparency, the blur, let me reduce it. Now I've reduced it to 1 or 2, okay, 1. Now the transparency, let me try to make it, clearer. You can see, that is it. Then let me still reduce the size. Okay, let me leave it like this. Now, then you click on done. That is how to go about this. You can see when you compare it with the first one I've done, you discover that nearly almost the same thing. Now let me go back to it. You can see what I'm so much concerned on this very particular graphic is the shadow that we have around the image. You can see that is how to go about this. Now the next thing is to make this where we're having 100%. How do you go about this? What we're going to do is to click the purple circle where we're having plus sign in it. Now I click it. Then when you click it, then you come to where we're having elements. We're having a lot here. We're having elements, gallery, brand up, uploads, and so on and so forth. But in this case, we click on the element. When you click on the element, then what we're having under these elements are many. You can see we're having arrow, line, circle, shadow, square, gradient. We're having heart, star, rectangle, and so on and so forth. But in this case, let me scroll up. Irrespective of anything you want, you can get everything you want here. Or at times, if you are searching for a particular thing, all you need to do, just click on the search element and click on what you're looking for. Take for instance, a man with laptop. A man with laptop, then you click on it by searching for it. It is going to display, you can see variety of a man with a laptop. It's now left to you to choose your choice. We click on our element. Let me erase this. Now, let me go to shapes. Here it is. We're having variety of shapes. Now, let me click on this. I click on this very particular shapes in form of a star. Then I bring it here. Now, let me make it smaller. Here it is. You can decide to pick any of your choice here as well. Or you can see the gradients. You can choose any one, but I will prefer the former one, which is this. Now, after I might have done that, then you duplicate this. I click on duplicate, as in to copy. You can see. Now, all I need to do, this one, let me change it to black. I will need to change this to black. Okay, I've changed it to black. Then I will make it smaller than the first one. Okay, I've done that. Then you try as much as possible to insert it appropriately. Now, I'm coming. Okay. Aha. This is it. You try to insert it in the first one. Now, this is what we are going to do. I'm done with that. Let me see to what I can do here. Okay, let me see to the line, but I'll prefer this line. But let me reduce the weight, as in the border. Let me reduce it. Let me make it 5 or 6. Now, that's it. Now, the next thing I'm going to do is to write. Let me write this 100%. I can copy this, or preferably, let me copy this. Let me write 100%. Okay, I'm done with that. Then okay, 100%. Let me bring it here. Let me go to the font size by reducing its size, okay, of the font to, okay, let me make it 40. Okay, this is it, 40. Okay, I put it here, 100%. Now let me go to, okay, we have a 100% guaranteed. Now this 100%, let me put it here. Okay, now I duplicate to write guaranteed. Now I click on it, the edit, guaranteed. Now guaranteed, all this needs to be in small letter. Let me change it. I come to this very particular B. Let me come here. You come to B, then you change it. You can see it has been changed. Okay, that is how to go about this. Now let me bring it here and reduce the size of the font. I bring it here. Now let me come to the font size by reducing it. Okay, let me reduce it to 25. Let me see, 25. If I can reduce it to 25. Okay, not 25. Let me make it 21. Okay, or let me make it 20 or 18. Okay, here it is, guaranteed, 100% guaranteed. So here it is. You can see we have done the exact thing we are having in the first graphics. So that is how to go about this. Moreover, how do we go about this in making our two lines we're having in between the white write-up and that of the brown write-up? Now, this is what we do. Go to your elements, click here, then go to your elements, then from there, click your line, or when it display the line and some other thing as well. Now, I click on this straight line. Now I click on it. Here it is. Now let me put it here. Now, if I want the line, the color of the line to be green, I can click this. To be yellow, to be this, to be black, to be white, but I prefer it to be white. Now, not only that, this line style, if I want to choose this, you can see, but I don't need this. I prefer the former one. This line as well, if I should click on this, let me click on this, you observe what is really happening. See what is really happening to the line. Not only that, let me click on it. Now, the line starts. If you click on this, that is what we are going to have there as well. If you click on this, see what is really happening. You can see the arrow. Now, that is how you are going to go about this. Now, the line end, if I want it at the end, the same thing. If I want this, look at it. Let me click on this. Now I click out. You can see what is really happening. Look at it. Now, but if I don't want all this, I click on this to undo. You can see. Now, let me click it back. I've clicked on it. Now, I duplicate to have it here. I can have it here as well. That is how to go about this. This is where I'm going to stop for this very particular video. If you have found this video useful, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, hit the like button, likewise comment in the comment section, and don't forget to share the video with your family and friends. Thanks for watching. I am still your person, Dada Elias Adebowale.